Hello everybody, sorry if it's, my name is, I just want to say sorry for beginning before I mention my name. Sorry if the video is, if you can't see me completely or my face as I'm doing this video, I am doing it on my phone this time around. But my name is Kyle, but also on with the YouTube channel, I go by The-Blind-Guy, and like you see on my channel is The-Blind-Guy-08. So you can find me on YouTube channel, the YouTube channel that you're watching now, at The-Blind-Guy-08, and I will put all my video at The-Blind-Guy-08, followed by what the topic is about. And today I'm going to answer some questions that I get when I do some school visit for Dark County Board of Development Disability, Dark County Board of DD. And speaking of Dark County Board of DD, I will have a special announcement when I'm done with this, end of this video. But one of the questions when I go to when I went to these school visits here in Dark County the last year or two, is with me being blind, how do I get dressed? So I'm going to demonstrate that question plus another question. But one way how I get dressed is I have things organized in my dresser. So, for example, I'm going to point the phone towards my dresser, one of my dressers. So, in this dresser I have right here in front of me, in front of you guys, this dresser right here at the end, this is like nighttime shirts that are kind of old and worn out, and shorts I will just wear, just be lazy. This middle drawer right here will be considered like some of my pajamas, which will like contain my Christmas stuff. And this one right here is the end of the this one right here, this third one at the top will be my dresser clothes, my pajamas that is like that's regular pajamas. And this over here, this small dresser, just sweatshirts and sweats right here. Sorry if the camera's moving on you, y'all, but I'm trying to hold it steady. But the wooden dresser is just like sweatshirt and sweats. Now, also, I do organize things, but this row right here, which is the second row in, would be like considered my tourist clothes, like shirts and stuff. Then underneath of that, I have a drawer for like all my Ohio State stuff. And I'm a big Ohio State fan, so I got a bunch of shirts. But then my next 2 to 3 drawers underneath of that, two to three bottom drawers, all my work clothes where I work at. But the second to the bottom drawer right here with if you hear my hands or whatever, that is where I keep my shorts and stuff at. Now I'm gonna go back over here to this other side here, this side right here. I have a miscellaneous shirts where it's like where I want to wear different shirts or whatever, like t-shirts. Now underneath of that is where I have my Disney and United States flag shirts, patriotic shirts. And I might have some Christmas shirts in here as well. But these are like my t-shirts for like American flags and Disney shirts. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, but that is one part of how I get organized. Now I'm going to go over here to my closet. Follow me here. I'm my own cameraman. But over here in my closet, I have like sweatshirts, like hoodies, and my dress clothes. And also, I have like my flannel shirts and long sleeve shirts where my jeans are underneath of those long sleeve flannel shirts. That is one way you can see how I organize. So that is how I get dressed as well. But in the bottom drawer right here, this one right here is where I keep my undergarment, like my socks and underwear. In this drawer over here in the closet. And now we are going to go to the kitchen. So follow me as we go to the kitchen. I am walking around my house without my cane, but here's my cane. This is my cane is what I use when I go to places like school visits besides doing sighted guide. So I hope you guys can see my cane. But that's how I get around when I'm not at home, is with my cane. But let's go to the kitchen now. Now, another question is like, how do I cook? Well, I do not use the stove here, but one of the ways I do cook is by the microwave. And on my microwave here, I have like dots on the microwave. I have like bump dots so I know which first. Like I got 2, 4, 6, and 8 marked, plus a couple other features like a pizza button and I think soup or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I also have a start button and a clear button. So that's how I would know. The 2 special buttons I have like the timer, so cause the 2, I just push 2 and it'll be 2 minutes. But if I want a special time, I just push the timer button, and I can set like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And the other one's like a pizza button if I remember right. I like drinking coffee, so I have this Keurig machine right here, and it's so simple to make the coffee in the Keurig machine because it has small, large, medium, small cup, like 10, 8, 6 ounces or something like that. So it's easy for me just to put a K-cup in my coffee machine here. So that's how I make my coffee. But say if I don't want to use the microwave, I have another device which I'm going to show you over here in this section right here. You see this air fryer, but you're like, how can you see the air fryer? Well, the thing is, there's a little device on top. Many people will have it. It's called an Alexa. So I would just tell Alexa to put the air fryer on at a certain temperature and degree, and it will start up. It will cook my food that way. So if I want to have a steak, I just throw the steak in the air fryer and tell Alexa what to do. And those are some of my common questions I get when I do the school visit with the Dark County Board of DD. So yeah, I just wanted to give an example on some of my stuff and answer some common questions I have when I go to the school visit. And this video is for everybody, not just kids and adults. It's give you more insight about how some blind people are able to do things like myself. And for my special announcement, I will be talking with one of my leaders there at Dark County Board of DD, Sue. She will be joining me on one of these video podcasts, if you want to call it on. So we are going to record that video in April here, and we will have it. I will publicize it, put it up after we have the interview, shortly after that. It might be the same day, it might be a day after. But I am recording this video on March 20th. But once again, my name is The-Blind-Guy-08. That'd be The-Blind-Guy-08. That is my handle on YouTube, and you can find my YouTube video by that. And this is this episode will be common question that I get asked about how do I live. So it'll be common question answered on daily life of a blind man. Thank you all for watching this video, and I apologize for not being on the screen perfectly. And one last thing, one of my other talents, I got many talents besides listening to music and doing sports and playing sports, which I would demonstrate that later on in another video, is I love to sing. So I will upload a demo video of me singing from an event called Night in Hollywood earlier this year, a couple of weeks ago, back in March 7th, that the Greenville Supply Changeman Group here in Ohio, Dark County, where they raised money for Dark County Special Olympics. And I had a privilege of singing at that, and I will put that video up and see what kind of feedback I get, if I should add more of my singing video up or not. But thank you all for watching. This is The-Blind-Guy-08 signing off. Have a good day, everybody. And this was March 20th, 2026 when this video was recorded.